Yahoo's stock is falling post-market on weak sales. Execs are bolting. Our tech panel is here from Popular Science's Sophie Bushwick, from Product Hunt, Russ Frushtick, and Fox News Headlines 24/7, Brett Larson. Brett, what kind of Hail Mary pass can either Marissa Mayer or Yahoo come up with?
Put a for sale sign outside the door?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what could be next for Yahoo. I mean, they're not bleeding cash like a lot of startups.
Thanks to Alibaba.
But they've got to come up with something else. They got to come up with something new. They're obviously not going to do search. They've missed out on several other things. A lot of the purchases they've made are like, what? That doesn't make sense. I would come up with a new plan and act on it very quickly.
So, Russ, I mean, at this point, it's just create buzz, right? And,
right.
I mean, Marissa Mayer's appointment in and of itself did create buzz, so it sort of like was a finger in the dam.
Temporarily, right.
Yes.
And she brought in all these high-profile people, and now we're starting to see them all leave. So that's really not a good sign. I think they just need... Their only chance right now is like a totally lucky out-of-the-blue acquisition that's going to send them soaring again. The odds are very, very slim because their core business is just not strong enough to sustain it.
So, Sophie, one thing that Marissa Mayer said that I thought made sense is we are the biggest tech company that understands media. And while we are not a media company, we understand tech. And that was a recent comment within the past few months. And I thought, okay, that's actually the first thing that I've heard that's close to a mission statement.
But I don't think it's necessarily true. I mean, they talk about understanding media, but then they were picked up by Snapchat as part of their Discover feature, and they just failed to use the format in an effective way. I mean, if you want to be a media company, you've got to learn to use new media. You've got to learn to appeal to millennials.
They bought Tumblr, which I think was part of an effort to do that, but
that's not enough.
Didn't work out.
They didn't know how to integrate it.
Okay, speaking of integration, so far Tim Cook looks to be doing just fine at Apple, saying that Apple TV ships next week, talking about cars, talking about music, sum total. Apple, what do you think?
I think it's great. I'm a little disappointed in the Apple TV in that it's just a bigger box with a bigger price tag. I wanted something more. You know, they've got the agreement. They had that exclusivity with HBO there for a short time. I wanted more of that. I want to be able to cut the cable, put this box in my living room, hook it up to, ironically, the cable for my internet connection, but then go in and pick and choose what I want. And I was hoping Apple was going to come out with that.
Because they're supposed to take all things complicated and make it simple,
Exactly.
Right?
It is pretty simple. I mean, it's a straightforward device. It's kind of cool that it runs apps and stuff like that, games you can run on it, so you don't have to buy a $400 gaming console. You just throw one of these in there. But yeah, it's not the end-all, be-all solution that I think everyone's looking for.
Sophie, did anything stick out to you either with the music or cars or the TV?
Well, with the TV, I really actually did like that you can search for something and it will search across all the apps. So you don't need to like pull up the Hulu app, search for something in Hulu, then go to Netflix and search for it there. You can search all at once. I mean, that said, I still wish that we would have a set-top box that isn't just iTunes, because this one excludes Amazon Prime, it excludes Google Play. I would love to get one TV product where I can get all of those in one place.
I think it's Roku. I think that might be it.
I mean, they'll definitely cover all those.